Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Bountiful world. So this is episode number 5, and I'm just standing outside our beautiful little observatory build that we finished last episode. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome, I think. Still looks awesome. Haven't changed anything, but yeah, still very happy with how it turned out. I am having a problem with mobs spawning in here though, which is a little annoying, but you know, is what it is. We'll hopefully be able to fix that at some point soon. Alright guys, so the plan for today's episode is pretty straightforward. I want to beat the Ender Dragon. There's a few things we have to do to actually accomplish that. So the first thing we need to do is get some better gear, because right now this iron armor with base level enchantments is not the best, and we've got a pretty good sword, but I'd like a nice bow. But to get better gear, we need XP to be able to enchant things. So the first thing we're going to be doing in today's episode is we're going to be doing up this skeleton XP farm that I've created here. And right now it doesn't really work all the best. I want to decorate this and make it a very functional skeleton XP farm. So all the skeletons, that is a bit loud. Make it so all the skeletons are at 1 hit point. So that I can just come down here and smack them with my fists. See, right now I have to kill him with the sword. And even then it still takes 2 hits. But I do get the looting from it. And I feel like the skeleton farm actually works very well. Like way better than it does in the modern Minecraft versions. I seem to get XP faster for some reason. But I want to decorate it and make a proper farm. So I'm going to hop into a creative world and sort of show you what we're going to be doing. Okay guys, so this is the sort of setup I'm going for here. I've just come into a super flat world and made it nighttime. In fact, I need to do that. So if I change the difficulty to here, or to hard, you can see here that skeletons start to spawn. And they need to be outside of the spawning radius, which is 4 blocks either side, for it to actually work. Now, that might be a problem, but I've made it so that they can spawn on the ground here as low as possible, and I've made it 4 blocks in the air. I'm hoping that when they're sitting here, they don't fill the spawn cap up. I'm just hoping that they get out of the zone quick enough via this water stream that this can start spawning again, because then this won't spawn anything. So yeah, once they're sort of in there, it works. But yeah, this is sort of what I did if you want to copy what I did for the water. And this is like a 9 by 9 by 9 cube centered around the spawner. Come down here, water there, water there, water on all of this, and then water on these 2. And then you break out the 5 blocks on this side here. And then what I'm going to try and do is make this the tunnel where they go up. So the wall, this is the part where they go up. Now in this version, we can't use the soul sand trick. So we need to use the signs. However, in this version, skeletons and other mobs, when they're in water, they're programmed to hold the jump button. So what you can do is use that to your advantage. So I would get a sign going here, and a sign going here. No, sorry, sign here, so that when they're sitting here, they'll get pushed to here and come up the stream here. And then you can continue this. So you get a sign, then a water block, and they'll just zoom on up here. Now, I also believe that I want them to fall onto a slab. So you're standing on a slab at Y1. We should go up 23 more blocks, so plus 23 to that. Spawn a skeleton. Whoopsie. Push him off. He landed on the slab, so he should be 1 hit away from death. Now, that's actually not good, I don't think. I might have to take it down 1 block, because half the time they'll just die. If I go here, push him off again. Oh, he didn't die. Half the time they will die, I found, annoyingly. Oh, actually, that's because they're in a little bit of water, so the height goes up ever so slightly. So if I'm sort of set this up here. Okay, so let's say he comes up here. He's slightly above the block, so he'll just die, which is a little annoying. Now I wonder if I can actually fix that. Maybe with trapdoors. Because you can see he's in the water, so he's slightly above the blocks, so they'll actually all die. But I think sometimes they won't. Yeah. When they're sort of bunched up together, they shouldn't die. They'll be at one hit. Now, I could just lower this platform by 1, but then they'll all be at 1 hit. So they'll all be at 2 hits, like 1 heart. So I wonder if I can make this work. Maybe something like trapdoors, the skeleton's in here. And I need water. Go up. And that didn't really work either. Damn. There's got to be a way. Okay, so my new idea is going to be this instead. So I'm going to rely on them sort of bunching up together. Whoops. That won't really work. And pushing each other off the edge. So that didn't really work. Let's try that again. Whoops. So they come up here. And they'll all sort of nudge one another off. So, okay, looks like I need 3. But once I've got the first 3, it'll just be like a cascading effect. There we go. And he's at 1 health. Let's get a few more going. They'll all just push one another off. Perfection. Okay, so that is a solution to this annoying problem. So yeah, they need to be, you're standing on the slab, you're at 1, you go up. Where are they standing? 24, so you need to go up 20, you need plus 23 to their coordinate. All right, let's go back into the survival world and see what we can do. Okay, so fortunately, I have actually just already dug out a lot of this area. Unfortunately, I can't turn to peaceful to disable it. But that's okay, because they're just skeletons. Should be easy enough. Okay, so I think it's probably best that I prepare a few resources before we actually attempt this. Now, I have been doing a little bit of mining between episodes. So this is 58 diamonds that I've collected, plus the 50 or so that we have in the chest down there. But if I remember correctly, there should be some iron in the smelters over here. This is a super smelter. I don't think I showed it in the last episode. Well, it's not really a super smelter. Just don't be rude. This is just a little hopper setup that I built last episode, just to smelt all that glass for the dome. But for this, I'm going to need 12 buckets of water. That should be enough to get me going. So, one thing I do need to ensure, well, 2 things actually. I need to ensure that the drop zone isn't too far away from like where the spawner is, because I need to be in a range. The other thing is I also need to make sure that up there, the little drop tower is not going to poke out onto the surface, which it very well might do. So, okay, they're going to start to go down. Like we're going to have to dig this down 2 more blocks, then 1 more block. So we're going to be at 39. 39 plus 23 is 62. Plus we need to add an extra 3 blocks for the headroom. But if we do it over this way a bit, sort of in this mountain, yeah, I think we should be good. And I might make the entrance over here somewhere. Okay, yeah, if we angle it right and do it on the correct side, I think we should be good. Okay, so the spawner is at, where am I looking? 464521. Let's go see where that lines up on the surface. Alright, so it lines up right here, which is awesome. Because it's a bit higher than... we can take the skeletons up without them having to see up, which is pretty good. Now, I very well may be pushing my luck here a bit, but I think it would be really cool to make it so I could see the skeletons underneath. Like, go underneath. I'm just gonna make a quick infinite source here. Like, where I'm standing, say I had the drop here, I could see the skeletons coming underneath me via like glass or something and going up and then dropping down to here and having the spawn on the other side. I wonder if that's something I could achieve. Oh, okay, I clearly haven't lit this up enough. I think that'd be really cool. because I've never done that before. Alright, let's just dig out this area and we'll see if I can make that work. Now I do have to be careful of this. This is a massive ravine underneath. So if I'm smart about this, this will be fine. Okay, so the ravine's over this side, and I think for my sake, I'm going to just make it over this side, like where the drop chute's going to be. I'm just going to create a little way to get out. Okay, so I've already changed my mind about the direction of this. I'm out of blocks. Ah! I think I am kind of set on making it so I can see all the skeletons as they're moving to the drop zone. But to do that, I'm going to have to make it quite long. I'm going to change the direction of the way this is going to go. It's going to go this way instead. Because that way, if I take it too far that way, we're going to end up on the flat bit. But over here, we shouldn't end up on the flat bit. Hopefully. So that's the plan. You know what? I'm going to do myself a favor and not place the water yet. I know where it's going to go, so it won't matter. I can just place it at the end. Oh, I didn't light this up enough. Now I'm going to dig 3 high here. Because I want to, I don't want them to get stuck. I want them to be out of here and not get stuck. Okay, I'm going to use spruce planks just so I can dig out a little area above here and know where the tunnel's going to be, because I'm going to replace it with glass. Okay, 485.21. Let's go and see where that ends up. Actually, I'm going to dig it a little further. Doesn't really matter how far out it goes. I want to overshoot the mark, if anything, because I want the room to be big enough. I can't really visualize how big the room's going to be. So maybe I should go dig the room first. Alright, so here's that little room cleared out. Under here is the path in which skeletons go to their doom. And I was just wondering if it'd be really cool if I could get this to be like automatically sorting the drops as well. So I'm not too sure how that's going to work. I don't think I have enough iron to do all those hoppers. So that might have to come at a later date, if ever, because eventually this farm will become obsolete once I get a faster farm. But, you know, for bones and that, honestly, I probably will keep using this farm if I want bone meal, because automatic tree farms are pretty sick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a second infinite spring here, and I'm going to set up a little base camp. I will be decorating this room, don't worry. It looks terrible right now, but it will look better soon. Okay, that should hopefully be enough signs. I'm also going to need a hell of a lot of water. So what I'm going to do, just for safety, because I know I'll do something stupid, I'm going to put a block of water there, so if I fall down the pit myself, I won't die. Where am I going to put the pit? So, okay, let's begin this water stream. I think we'll place the water in here now. I might actually need a couple more buckets of water, because I want to do this in one trip. That's the thing. I'm willing to sacrifice some iron. I'm going to pick that one up because this is where the bit's going to go. So 44 plus 23, 67 is where we need to go. So we might actually be pushing this a bit tight, but you know, if I have to cover up a bit on the surface, that's fine. Okay, this is going to get dark very quickly, so I apologize. Okay, so unfortunately we are on the surface here, but it's actually not that bad. This is the block right here that we need, and might actually make it a bit easier. 67, that's this one here, right here. Okay, I can cover this up. That's not the worst thing ever. This should be the block that they drop down on. Perfect. Now let's go and finish it. I put all the spruce wood in just so I can place the signs there. Alrighty, here we are. We're on the surface. Okay, so hopefully this should work. They get pushed here. I might actually move this back a little bit. I'm just going to leave this open plan for now, just in case I have to come and make any changes. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to get some of the extra glass that I had smelted from the making the dome. Ooh, it's almost like I planned that. Okay, I'm going to now start replacing these blocks with the glass. Now I can see them before they drop straight on my head, ready for me to harvest. Alright, so I forgot the water, but we've got the tunnel done, which is awesome. Get rid of that. Put that there. Keep the water going. Then right here. 3, 4, 5. Start pushing them up into here. Perfect. Now I just have to escape my own trap. Alright, this is starting to come together. So I think I'm going to get a slab going. I'm not going to decorate the spawner because there's no point. What I really haven't thought of is how I'm going to get into the spawner every time. Because once I seal this up, there's actually no way of getting back. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to get up and down. I think I'm just going to have to go with a standard ladder for a bit. Okay, right here is what we're looking at. Hopefully there's no ravine. And this ladder is a temporary solution. I will be fixing it soon. Not sure how, but I will. Oh, you're kidding me. No, it's one block off being centered with this. Crap. Is there anything I can do to fix that? So if I move the ladder this way, I can extend this back, I think. You know, I'm going to just do it because I'm a lizard brain. And I'll be very happy if it's centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll have to move back a couple, but that's okay. Then I can make the entrance centered with the storage room, and that'd be awesome. Still got barely enough room to make this work. We may have just said goodbye to our sorting system, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the drop. That's what they're going to land on. Let's get my stone out so I can make a beautiful stone slab. And here's the chest. Oh, hello. Would you like to be the first one to test out the... Actually, no. I've got water down there, so when he goes down there, he'll survive that fall. Didn't think of that. Okay, so now I'm gonna dig down and hope that there's no creeper. Well, there'll be a creeper, but if I can kill it quickly. Hello. How do you like my build, Mr. Creeper? 5 gunpowder, wow. Then I could have a block of glass there, so I can look at them. Alright, this is good. This is very good. Fill this in. Alrighty, so was that a lot of effort to make it... Hang on. Okay, that is correct. I thought that that was off center. Alright, was that a lot of effort to make sure that that was centered with this? Maybe. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Because now I can make a path and, oh, beautiful. Alright, I think it's about time to turn the farm on. Now, it should work because spawners need a light level of like 7 or something for it to properly work. Okay, the first ones are not gonna work because they're shooting each other. Oh, the surface is not blocked off, but that's okay, it's nighttime almost. I kind of want to go up and see them. Wonder if they'll come. Wonder if they'll pop up to the top here. I hear them. It's working. All right, it actually worked. It's working. Nice. Oh, hello. All right, that looks pretty good, I think. I'll just block this up. Okie doke. Let's go down and have a look and see if this actually works. Ooh. Hello. That looks way better than I thought it would. And up they go. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I hope there's not a problem. Okay, it works. Don't know why you're jumping, but... And that one doesn't count because he was wearing armor. Oh. They don't take 2 hits. Or they don't take 1 hit. I thought they would take 1 hit, but that's okay. I can accept 2 hits. Okay, some of them take 1 hit, some of them take 2 hits. 1 hit, 1 hit. As long as none of them die. That's the important bit. I am smooth brain. But yeah, it actually works. Sweet. Okay, I have just realized that this is not centered. This block needs to go out 1, but that's alright. Or I could pull this block in 1 more. Which is probably what I'll do. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. All I know is that we have a working skeleton farm. But what we need to do next is make this room look a whole lot nicer. So I think we're going to cut to a time lapse and make this room look oh so beautiful. So see you soon. Alright guys, so we've got our skeleton XP farm all done here. It's in this little building right behind us. And I think it turned out pretty cool. So you may have noticed I had to remove the nether portal because it was just in the way. And yeah, I'm going to be putting it somewhere else. That's why I didn't decorate it, because I didn't know where I was going to put it. And I'm glad I didn't decorate it because this would have looked terrible. So we've got a little house here. It's very simple. There's a slab missing there. Whoopsie. It's on the same side. Nope, there is actually a slab missing. But yeah, we've got a little house here. It looks alright, I think. The shape is a bit odd, but you know, I think it looks cool, I guess. It's got a little bit of depth to it. It's very simple. So if we come on in here, just a little room here. It's mainly just for looks that I built this over it, so it wasn't just a hole in the ground. But if we come up to here, this is the real star of the show. We jump down this hole. We land on a pressure plate that opens the door for us to bring us to the skeleton XP farm. So I think this room turned out really cool. I'm really quite proud of it. I'm enjoying using spruce wood and stone bricks. Still using those blocks there. They just go so well together when you use them correctly. So we've got the spawners back there, and we hopefully should see very shortly a skeleton or 2. There we go. They get pushed in the water stream, and they get pushed along here. They get sucked into this water. And then they flow up. Nice. Hello. Until they get 23 blocks above here. I think it's 23. And then you can just punch them. And then they all die. So yeah, as you can see, I've been doing a little bit. I just got 2 pieces of enchanted armor from the same skeleton, I think. That's pretty lucky. But yeah, I really like this setup. We've got some chests over here, so we can store our stuff. I haven't been doing too much, but this is a very efficient farm, I found. Like, I haven't really not been doing it for very long, and I'm already at 35 levels. And we, of course, I have our little enchanting area here. So, we've got another one. So I can just get to level 30 or get some levels, do some enchanting, and continue. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I really like how you can actually see the skeletons before they get to you. I don't know, I think that's a cool element. I like seeing the farms, like in action. I think it's pretty cool when you actually see some of the elements of the farm working, but you can make a build out of it, and it's raining. Oh well, I suppose this is a good time as any to hop back down and do a little bit of enchanting. So I've got some items here that'll help me with some enchanting. I'm going to try and get some diamond armor, maybe some new weapons and all that, and hopefully get some cool enchantments. So I'm going to do some grinding, and I will see you very shortly. Feather Falling 4, yes please. I do not care that it has fire protection on it. Ooh, nice. I can definitely get a better bow, but Infinity is quite a rare enchantment. Protection 3 on Breaking 3, we'll take that. Holy crap. That's a good bow. Definitely keeping that. Ay, nice. Okay guys, so we're in a creative test world at the moment, and I wanted to test something that I brought up in the last episode. And it's about how bookshelves react with enchantment tables, and what enchantments you can get. So, of course, as you probably know, where's my shovel? Did I just throw my shovel away? Silly me. As you know, if you have 15 bookshelves around an enchantment table within a 2-block radius, including diagonally, you get level 30 enchant on what you get. And if I take away this one, I'll get level 28. So that is, I already knew that of course, but I was wondering if adding more bookshelves got better enchantments, because in the old versions of Minecraft, before level 30 was the max enchantments, this would give you bigger enchantments. So I wanted to see if this actually gave me any more enchantments. So adding 30 bookshelves, doubling over there, you'd think would make a noticeable difference, but I did 9 enchantments over here. As you can see, half of them are pretty good and half of them kind of suck. And over here, I got pretty much the exact same result. Half of them pretty good and half of them not amazing. But yeah, I think that pretty much clears that up, that adding more bookshelves does not give you better enchantments. So I just wanted to clear that up and hopefully reduce a bit of confusion. That is going to be good to know moving forward. So enough of that, let's get back to the world. Alrighty. Oh, they keep dropping. I think we're good for the minute. So we're going to do 2 more books. Efficiency 3. Power 3, not the best. What was all efficiency 4? Very tempted to actually go for that. That could be quite nice, but that's okay. We'll leave it there. So this is the gear we got from the little enchanting session. So the key thing is this sword here, which we made, which is pretty nice sword. So I'm going to be using that for when we go to the nether. But we also got a fire aspect 2 sword and just a looting 3 sword. So I will probably combine these when this one gets a bit low, just to optimize durability, because if I combine them now, I get 1 full sword of durability, whereas if I use this until it goes down, I get 2 full ones. These are all the enchanted books I got, by the way. So the Unbreaking 3 one's pretty good. The rest of them, yeah, kind of not great. That's okay. I got this helmet, which is awesome. So I also made this helmet, but it's not necessary at all. I'll be wearing this helmet. And I got 2 protection 4, Unbreaking 3. I got that on a chest plate and that on a pair of pants. And we got 2 pairs of diamond boots that are really nice. But yeah, I got Depth Strider and Feather Falling, which is good. Unfortunately, I didn't get protection. I wanted that. I did get like projectile protection or fire protection. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for. I think I'll go fire protection, because I get to pick. And if I ever get like a protection book or more boots later, if these ones break, then that'll be okay. And we also got these bows here, which if I combine all of them will give me a pretty nice bow. But yeah, we're going to... Oh, these are all the junk ones I got, by the way. This was just to burn enchantments so I could get the ones I wanted. But I'm almost out of diamonds, so we're going to put that back and we're going to combine... I'm going to start by combining these two. You know, I'm just going to go with that because it's cheaper. It really doesn't matter. So we're going to take off our old armor. And we're going to put on our brand spanking new diamond armor. Oh yeah. And I'm going to use this sword now. We'll leave this down here. And then I might, with the remaining levels, try and make a good bow. So I get infinity, power, another power, and the flame. I'll see if I can combine these. No, I'll start with the power. Power 4, unbreaking. That costs 6, okay. And that costs 11. And what's it going to cost me to make it flame? 13. Okay, You know what, whilst I'm here, I'm just going to do it. It won't take me that long. Check out this sword, though. I might actually have all the levels I need right here just by waiting. Oh, so close. So close! Wow, that's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. That's the wrong thing. Is it cheaper this way? No, it's not. Definitely not. And there we go. We got that. Oh, one thing I will do. By the way, check out how many arrows and bones we got. We got a lot. Yeah, that should be pretty nice. I'm going to rename this arrow. I actually literally have 0 levels to my name. That is embarrassing. Will you give me 1 level maybe? You did. Okay. I'm going to rename this arrow Endless Arrow. Just so if I pick up arrows, it won't get like confused. And now we have a pretty sweet bow. That's pretty cool. We are going to be placing the armor on this armor stand up here. Boop, 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 and boop. This was my first set of armor in this world. And it didn't break. Served me well. But it's now time to retire it because we've got a brand spanking new set of diamond armor. Oh, so lovely. Okay guys, so since we destroyed the last nether portal, I'm going to have to make a new one. And we're going to pick a more permanent place for it. So we're going to make a good looking one. And I have decided we're going to build it on top of this little hill here. So it's close enough that it's easily accessible. It's not an inconvenience to get to. But it's far enough away so that it doesn't make a noise. And I don't get hassled by pigmen if they come through the portal. And also it's in a place of the world I don't go to very much because my base is over there. So it gives me a reason to come over here, you know, and I like that. I like having a reason to go around my world. Because I spent a whole lot of time over here building this stuff and I'd like to see it. So let's get to clearing this area out and building a beautiful nether portal. So let's cut to the time lapse. Okay guys, so we've just finished the nether portal build and I've connected up with the path here and I think it turned out pretty good. Now it's not completely done yet. I'm going to put some glowstone underneath the fences, but I have none, so that'll come later. But we are going to now light the portals. So I went with this design, which I think looks really cool. Yeah, so I sort of tried to do 50-50 spruce and oak oak on the roof. I have tried that in a previous world, and I liked it a lot, so I tried the same thing, and my goodness, one portal does create a racket, but having 4 at the same time, that's a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to grab a couple items. I don't need a bed. I am, however, going to leave that here so I don't forget it. I need to make more than one bed, I think. So we'll take some wood. And, yeah, I think we are going to hop on into the portal and go raid a fortress. So, let's go. Okay, so it did put us back here at this portal. I want to go back through and see where we end up. Because, of course, I moved the portal. And it does work. So that is nice. It seems to be close enough to where the other one was that it links up correctly. But I probably will move this to where it links up, just because I don't want any hassles in the future. As you guys probably know, the fortress is down there, so let's go. Alright, so I've got a couple of items on the list. I want to get enough blaze rods to fill the end portal, which we of course already have found. And I would like to get nether warts, so we can make potions. So it seems we've got the top here. I don't have much food, so I probably... No, I'm going to go back and get some more food, because I don't know how long we're going to be here. While I'm here, I'm going to get the glowstone for the decoration of my portal. Put these up. Crap. No, crap! Perfect. Alright, so we've got 42 steak, plus the 15 pork chops we already had. So we should be good to go now. I'm hoping we shouldn't have to kill too many blazes because we have looting. At the same time, I'm also hoping that the blaze spawner isn't out in the open. Because I'd also like to build a blaze farm. Oh, well, we found the nether wart straight away. Hello. That's cool. I apologize if it's very dark. It's a nether. I literally have some of the most powerful gear in the whole game, so I can't imagine this is going to be too challenging. As long as I don't punch a pigman. So, saddle, nice. I'll take that. I'm going to leave those. Hello. And literally right there, we got all the blaze rods we need. Wonder if I can find wither skeletons. Oh, hello. Am I pushing my luck with this? Probably. Oh, okay, we found one blaze spawner. I'd like to try and maybe find the other one. If I can. Aha! Yes, perfect. So we got it enclosed. How long? I got like 4 blazes there and only got 6. That's seems a bit unlucky. Perfect. So we have a blaze spawner here, which is lovely, and it's enclosed, so I can make a proper farm. I would love to maybe eventually try and find another fortress that has a double blaze spawner. I think that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I think I'm going to go home. Oh, hello. I'm going to go back to the base and reap our rewards. Alright, so that was a big success. We got 14 blaze rods, which is more than enough for lighting the portal. And we also got 64, or 66 nether wart, which is very nice. So now that we have conquered the nether, I think the next thing I'm going to do is start the nether hub system. Because there are a few places in the world that I would like easier access to. For example, the desert to farm for sand. And I'd also like to create a portal inside the stronghold so I don't have to dig down and go all the way down there every single time. I'd like to create a portal next to the end portal so that I can just go into the nether and make my way there very easily. So I think that's what we're going to be doing next. So for that, we need obsidian. Hello. I thought I could just sneak right past you, but apparently not. Love my bow. Okay, that should be enough for a couple of portals. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the coordinates of this portal. So minus 383,394. So if we pause the game, so I don't have to listen to the portals. So we've got minus 48, 49 in the nether is where we need to place the main portal. I will need a few ladders though, because I will show you what I plan on doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is destroy this portal, get back the obsidian, and we'll replace it. I did bring a flint and steel, good. I'm going to sort of do this as I go, because I can't really place a nether blocks, or like place water at the bottom to break my fall. I'm just going to do this nice and slowly, and I should just be able to do this, yeah. Perfect. Which is awesome. So now what I'm going to do is sort of dig around until I can find perfect. That right there is what I'm looking for. A block at 127. Okay, so I'm not sure what block I want to be standing on. I want it to be 4 blocks tall with the roof being there. So, boop, boop. Perfect. What I'm doing is I'm trying to find a block that I can later break through the bedrock, because that is something I definitely plan on doing. Now, I don't actually know how to break bedrock in this version. I'm hoping there's a way. If not, I can just use the portals. I built it somewhere in this room. It'll be pretty close, I think. Alrighty, so we've dug out a nice little room for the nether hub. And I actually want to collect this netherrack because I can turn it into nether bricks, which is a nice building block. I've dug out a sort of circle, and the middle of the thing is going to go right here. Now, I plan to put slabs all on this floor here, just to prevent things from spawning. So this will be the center block. So for now, I'm going to actually do this. And we're going to replicate what we have back at home. Cool. So light these up. This sort of setup with things quite nice, and we will of course decorate this room a whole lot better later, but this will do for now. And yeah, this is going to be up. This is up 1 block because I'm going to put slabs down on the floor eventually. And in fact, I'm going to take as much of that as I can. Hopefully this links up back at our portal. It should be pretty close. Perfect, it does. Oh, it links us at that one. That sucks. That's okay. So we need some more obsidian, and then we're going to attempt to place some portals in good locations for us so we can connect them via the nether hub. Should really make a better super smelter, because this thing is chugging through. You know, it's getting there. It's making me some smooth stone because I still don't have a silk touch pickaxe. So we're going to smelt all this into nether bricks so we can make some nether brick blocks to build with, so I don't have to go tear down the fortress. Alright, we've got a stack of obsidian now. If that's not enough, I'm going to cry. Okay, so the first place that I want to have a nether portal access to is the desert. I'm going to pick this desert. I'm probably going to go roughly around here. Don't want to be too close to the village because then I'll be loading in all the zombies that will kill them all. But I also kind of want to be kind of close to it so I can move them easily. Yeah, that should be pretty straightforward. So let's head on over there and set up a little base. I'm definitely not going to be doing the whole cube of portals thing over here. I do eventually want to build a cool little desert house or desert base, but that's for a later time. Alright, so this is 265, 830. In the nether, that will be 103. So I'm going to do that. Desert. Cool. Now I'm not going to go through it because I'm going to link the portal from the other side in a good spot. Okay, so the next place I want to go is the swamp biome that is up at the top of the world up here. Mainly because I can envision I'm going to want slime balls very soon for a few ideas I have in mind. So that's going to be a lot longer of a walk. Instead, we walk from here to there. We're walking from there to there. So I guess let's get going. Alrighty, we're back here. So now we just have to go north until we find a swamp biome. I'm going to go to the one that has the witch hut, because I know I'll eventually want to build a witch farm. All down here. Yeah, I want to eventually build a witch farm so I can sort of make one singular portal to get from there to the slime farm and the witch farm. Because I'm not using a seed finder at all, or a seed viewer, I won't really be able to make a slime chunk based farm. So a swamp farm is probably going to be the best bet I have. Maybe I'll reconsider not using a slime chunk finder. You know, a swamp farm could be a way of making things a bit different, because I've never actually built a swamp-based slime farm. Actually, that's a lie. I have once. It was using the brown mushroom trick. Alright, so here's our witch hut. So I think up here will probably be a good spot. Alright, so I think up here is a good spot to set up the portal. It's pretty dead center with the swamp. And we've got the witch hut just down there. But if we want to make a witch farm, and then probably do a slime farm somewhere over there, I think this is a good spot here. I like it here. As good a place as any. So let's get another portal going. There we go. I had to relog out of the world, so I lost where the desert coordinates are, but that's okay. It's not that far from my base, so I'll just go over and check them again. So I'm going to definitely not forget this time. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot. And we're going to head back home now. Alright, so we made it back home after the swamp trip. So the final place I want to go is to the end portal room. Because I want to set up another portal there as well. So I'm going to go down and get these coordinates. Alright, this wall here seems good a place as any to set up the portal. Go away. I'm going to do it with one block in, so I have to look at the obsidian. Alright, let's do the nether math. Alrighty. Here is the end portal. Now let's head back. Alright guys, so we've got the coordinates for each place. So, seems like all of them are in the minuses. So the first one appears to be the desert. I'm going to go out a couple of blocks, I think, before we actually start digging there. Because it would be that way. So I'm going to actually dig a little bit. And then which way are we going? 103. Wrong way. So now we'll dig this way until we get to 103. Alrighty. So that was a very easy dig. Also, now let's go and see if it takes us to the desert. Oh yeah. Perfect. Alright, so now this way is where we're going to do the swamp. We have to go to minus 112, which is a lot further away. But I'm going to do it in line with this one because I might as well. Alrighty, 112. Cool. Let's just see if this takes us to the swamp. Perfect. That is what we like to see. What? Alright, so we've got both of these tunnels set up. Now we just have the last one to do, which is the stronghold. So that should be pretty straightforward. We've got to go to minus 61 and then just 20 blocks in one of the directions. So let's do it. Okay, so I've just realized I'm an absolute nut. And minus 61 is actually like over this way. Whoopsies. So at least we'll have a reason to start this side. But I'm also going to go a couple blocks further this way. Like, let's make it the same as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Oh, I should have made it an odd number, so it has a center, but it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This way. Actually, is it this way? It is this way. Alrighty. So now I'm hoping that this still takes me there, despite the fact that it's like 70 blocks higher. And it does. Perfect. So this should hopefully be an easier way to get to the stronghold when we need to go there for the epic Ender Dragon fight. Let's clear this roof and then we'll be good. Alright, I'm going to leave this here because I can't... Actually, I'll take it and put it in the chest in the storage room. In case I need it so I don't have to come back and find it. Alright guys, so I think the next thing we're going to do is start actually preparing for the dragon fight. We got the blaze rods. All we need now is the ender pearls. Now we need 12. Now we do have 2 in the chest. So we just need 10 more. So to get those, we have to go to the desert, because that's where it'll be easier to farm endermen. So it's becoming nighttime now. So we're going to use our brand new nether hub to be able to go to the desert. And we're going to farm some endermen. We'll be very surprised if this takes more than 1 night. Unless of course I die, which would be bad. And there goes my boat. I guess I'm walking back. And that's a good star right there. 2 endermen straight away. So here's the little trick if you didn't know. Now it's very uncommon that people fight endermen like this nowadays, but you just stand in a hole like this, you look at them, and you sort of stand here. You don't want to stand here because they can hit you. I think. Maybe not. I thought they could hit you. Never mind. And then you get 0 drops because you're just that unlucky. Come on. Are you serious? This has... Yeah, it does. Okay, so I guess no ender pearls after 2 with looting 3. Sorry that for the next few minutes that the screen is going to be very dark. This is supposed to be quick and easy. Looting 3 is supposed to make this a very easy job. Come on, enderman. Come on. I'm in the desert because there's more spawning spaces for endermen. Because there's no grass. Things should spawn a bit more often. And I'm pretty sure zombies spawn less technically. Or I don't know if that is like something that got introduced when the husks came in. Well, that's a nice light glitch. Okay, this is very annoying now. Why are there no endermen anywhere? That helmet ain't gonna protect you, buddy. Dude, there's actually none. Okay, I'll turn the brightness up for this. I forgot that I can do that. I should really get in the habit of doing that in dark scenes, sorry. I feel like I'm cursed because we're like 2/3 through the night now. And I don't have a single ender pearl. What is this? Oh my goodness. You took your time. One. Okay, so they do spawn. At least we know that. This is actually a joke. I actually got one ender pearl that night. That is actually hilarious. Damn it. Oh my goodness. Please don't let it take 10 nights. Hopefully this night I'll be a bit luckier. Can I sleep? No, I can't. I thought it might skip the day a little bit ahead. But automatically kicked me out of the bed. Didn't know it would do that. Alright, I guess I'll wait till the next night and we'll try again. Alright guys, so I've switched deserts because the other desert seems to be bad luck. So we've got another one here. And there's the only village is that one just there, so we hopefully shouldn't disrupt it too much. And this also seems a lot more flat, so hopefully we'll have a bit better luck tonight. Oh, the sun is going down. I wonder if I should make like a box to retreat to, just in case. But nah, I'm a warrior. The night don't scare me. Okay, somewhat of a disappointing start. I literally see nothing. Okay, we found one. Hopefully he actually gives us something. I'm going to start with you. You're just going to get in my way if I don't do that. Alright, finally. Got 3. We're a quarter of the way there. Actually not, because we have 2 at home. We've actually got 5, so now we need 7 more. Oh, we got 2 more. Nice. Ow. Yes! Got 3 from that one. Alright, so a little bit luckier than last time. Just need 4 more. You know, an extra one would be nice in case we spawn on an island far away from the end, so I don't get attacked. Oh, we got another one. I think it is technical. I wonder if it's possible for them to drop 4. Okay, well that one didn't drop any. Getting to the end of the night, so I kind of need a bit of luck here. Beauty. Alright, 1 more? Alright, we've got 2 over here. This has to be enough. Can I please get 2 so I can have a spare one to throw in case we spawn on the platform far from the island in the end? That's great. I reckon that just blew up the ender pearl. Please. No way! Oh. I guess that was kind of my fault, but that is rubbish. Alright, we've got another one. We have another chance, boys. Are you taking... Oh, there's 1 more! 1 more! Oh my god, there's 3. Oh, come on, this has to be perfect. We cannot not get 1 more from 3. Nope. You are kidding me, right? Oh god. Yes! Oh, you're holding it. Give me that back. That's mine. Okay, well, it took 4 Endermen with looting 3 to get 1, but we actually have enough. Alright guys, we've got our 12 Ender Pearls. So I'm going to craft those into blaze powder. And then get some Eyes of Ender. And now, I think all we really need is we've got a water bucket. And we just need some blocks. I think it's now time to fight the Ender Dragon. Now, in this version, it works a lot differently than it does in the current versions. I do believe it's a bit easier in this version. However, the dragon does like to charge, so we just have to keep an eye on him. He doesn't really perch in this version, he just sort of flies around and charges you every now and then. So that should be hopefully okay. Okay, so let's get our Eyes of Ender. Put them in. Whoop, whoop. Oh! Alright, it didn't make a sound, which is very silly. Thought it used to make a sound, but apparently not. Let's get our blocks ready. Got our water bucket ready. I should have brought some snowmen, or maybe a pumpkin. But that's okay. Let's go. Alright, cool. We didn't need an ender pearl. Not a big fan of being stuck in here, but that's okay. Oh. I don't know if that guy's mad at me or the dragon. Hopefully the dragon. Nope, it's... Oh no, that's the dragon. Yeah, I can see why they changed it, because him being able to attack me through walls, or her, I believe, is a little silly. Now, something different about this version is look at the placement of all the pillars. Like, there's heaps! My goodness. Hello. So I guess all we gotta do, get to smacking these. Whoa. Get away. Like, why are there so many? My goodness. This is kind of insane. They're also always random. So if I load this seed up, these pillars actually spawn randomly, which is kind of interesting. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, that's how you stop her from charging you. You just shoot her or hit her. Hello. That was quick. My goodness, there's heaps of them. Whoa. I suppose that's how you can actually get hits in. Oh, hello. Gotcha. Haha. No. You got no more crystals to heal, buddy. This is kind of difficult. Ah, come on. You can see why it helps to have a good bow. Because you can't really get sword hits in on her. Crap. Hello. Haha, got 3 good shots. What? How'd that not hit her? Why did that one not have flame? Maybe I was just looking at it from directly underneath. And 2 more hits. Oh, there is a crystal left. Last one. Ah, crap. And boom. What? And boom. Okay, we're gonna do it with the sword. Bah! Oh my god. Nearly flung me off the edge. Good night. Yes! Hello. Hooray. Okay guys, so I've just gone home to grab the enchantment table set up so we can do a bit of enchanting. So what I'm going to do is I place down the enchantment table here. So now let's just get to level 30. 32. And then we'll enchant some books. Alright, and that looks like all the XP. Get some... Oh, wait. Look how close we are. I'm gonna go kill an Enderman real quick to get 30 levels. And the final enchantment. Terrible, but that's okay. Alright, so this looks like we've got 27 enchantments. So this is what we got. Few good ones in there, which is awesome. And one thing we do have to grab is this, which is the dragon egg. Now, admittedly, that spot for the portal is complete crap, but that's okay. We got the dragon egg. Oh yeah. So eventually we'll do something cool with this, but for now we'll just leave it like that. And I'm going to pick up my enchantment setup. I'll come back for the books later. Let's go. Woohoo! And I'm not going to watch the credits. Oh, we got more levels. Nice. And we're at spawn, which is great. And we're not too far from the house. Of course, it's the middle of the night and it's raining. Okay guys, so there is one last thing I'm going to do before we wrap the episode up, and that is find a place to put the dragon egg, or make a place to put the dragon egg. So we're going to put it in that chest for now. The plan is we're going to have it behind the map wall, because the dragon egg is going to be like powering the map wall, like the vision of the world. And I want to do something awesome and build a piston door to hide it. So I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work. I'm debating whether or not I want to do a piston door over here. In which case I would do it on both sides. Or make some sort of piston door here. These are the questions. Alright, so just leave this with me for a minute and I'm going to see what I can come up with. Okay guys, so I've come to the swamp biome and it's almost night, so that means we're going to be getting some slimes. Now I know that this is not going to be a new moon because that was last night. I had to wait a whole day cycle, but that's okay. So hopefully we should get some slimes. I think I need about 20, 30 slime balls max, and I've got looting 3, so that should be pretty straightforward to get, so let's see if we can make it happen. Admittedly, this swamp is not a very big one. Hopefully we should still get a few slimes spawning. I don't think they spawn very often in these ones, but they should still spawn, so we should hopefully get at least a few. A chicken spawn. Let's go for a run around and see if I can find any. This would be a great time to have my quadruple slime chunk farm from the beta world, but I'm not so lucky. Now, interestingly, I don't technically need to use a seed finder to find slime chunks in as well. Because I've built a slime chunk farm in my beta world, I know the coordinates of where slime chunks are. And I didn't have to use a seed finder. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't have to use it in this world, which is nice. So I don't know if I can justify that loophole to myself eventually. Maybe we can actually make a pretty nice slime farm. Aha! Perfect. Don't despawn, don't despawn. Oh, we got a couple. Good stuff. Okay, let's start with you. Now, I don't believe that slimes work the same as they used to, where you have to punch them to get the most drops. You are being very rude. I have guests, and yeah, I don't appreciate you interrupting me. Neither do I appreciate you. Alright, let's get some slime balls. I was preparing for a repeat of the Enderman incident, where I didn't get any ender pearls. Okay, 41. I literally think that one slime solved all my problems. But there is another one over here, so we're gonna double down. Hello. I am very grateful for you. Even though I'm stabbing you in the face, and stabbing your offspring in the face, I'm still very thankful for your existence. I don't have to stand on top of a tree for another 10 minutes. Alright, 61 slime balls. That is more than enough for this build. Okay guys, so I'm going to be building 2 hidden piston doors in our observatory over here. That is going to take us to a little hidden area behind there, where we'll be hiding our dragon egg. So I'm going to be building a 2x2 flush and seamless piston door here, and one on the other side as well. That'll be hooked up to a button somewhere. Haven't figured that out yet, but we'll get the doors done first, and then we can worry about that later. So I'm going to do a little live tutorial on how to do this, in case you want to do it yourself. This is a design by Mumbo Jumbo. That was done quite a long time ago, but it's going to be very helpful for my build because I have no observers or anything like that. So I'm going to leave a link in the description for his video, but let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you find your wall that you want to dig into. Hopefully you've already prepared a wall like this, but if you haven't, you can just build a door and then build your building around it. So you want to start by digging in to your wall, 2 blocks. Okay, so with your wall overlapping by 1, you want to dig down 3 blocks lower than your floor. So hopefully your little build site should look something like this. You've got a 6 wide little hole, 3 blocks deep, as well as 3 blocks across going that way. And I'd recommend you build 2 little holes on the end just for easy access later, especially if you're in a cave. So the next thing we're going to do is build the bottom pistons. So you're going to get a temporary block down there, or 2 temporary blocks down there, and get your wall block here. So this is going to be the bottom half. You're going to fill in a couple of blocks of the path and fill in these 2. You're going to place your sticky pistons in this formation and your wall block just here. Next, you're going to jump up to the top, place 2 blocks there and another block there. Repeat here, jump up and connect them. You're going to place redstone dust on those 2, and on these 2, place 2 redstone repeaters on 2 ticks. Jump back down, and we're going to check our work so far. So I'm going to make a lever and place it onto this block here. If we've done it correctly, the top half of the door should get pushed in and then pushed out, so it is nice and flush. Next, we're going to come back up to here and find the redstone dust and place a block on the side. Jump down here, get a regular piston and place it on the sides of these blocks. And we're going to make our way up and place 2 redstone dust on top of those blocks there. You can fill in your walls here if you want. Next up, you want to come down here and ensure that this block here and this block here is correctly filled in. Now you're going to place 2 blocks here and place pistons facing up on both of them. You might have to do a little, excuse me, I have to do a little bit of wiggling around to get them, but they should be facing up. And in the open position, it should look something like this right now. So there should be one block gap up the top. Next, we're going to jump down into this hole, place a block there and a block there. You're going to get a redstone torch on that block there, a redstone dust there, and a repeater going into this piston here. Next up, you want to look up, destroy this block, and place a sticky piston there, a redstone block on that piston, another sticky piston here, it'll push down into you, and a redstone block there. Now you can build up out of this hole if you have one. Now come to the other side, place a cobblestone block there, or any block, a repeater there, a block there, redstone dust on the block and a torch. Stand here, look up, locate this piston here, a sticky piston on the block of redstone, sticky piston, move, block of redstone. Come check our work, make sure it's all symmetrical, lovely. And if we flick the lever with a bit of luck, it should be completely flush and seamless once it's closed, as well as flush and seamless once it's open. That's how you build a 2x2 flush redstone door. Alright, let's do it on the other side and then build our little secret area for the dragon egg. So cut to the time lapse. And we are finally done building. So that was a little bit of a pain because there was a lot more digging than I thought there'd be, but that's okay. Got us some more resources, which is always nice. So I'll now show you what I've done. As you can see over here, there is nothing here. It's just a little wall with a few lamps around here, and the exact same thing on the other side. But if you come over here, locate this button, you can hear a few pistons went. And we have a completely seamless door, like there's no pistons at all, which is really cool, I think. And there's the same thing on the other side. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I really like how there's no pistons hidden, or sorry, pistons shown. The pistons get hidden, because with the standard 2x2 flush, or yeah, flush door, You can see the pistons, which is not ideal. So this one has another pusher that pushes the pistons away. So if I come in here, you can see this is the door here, and then this is the piston pusher that pushes the pistons away. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Then if we come over here, we've got this nice little area. I had to go to the nether to get more glowstone. So yeah, loaded this room with lights. I don't think mobs can spawn in here now. And also, there's also a button here that closes the door behind you. Now, I'm not really a fan of this. It'd be nice to figure out a way to be able to cover this up. Perhaps I can extend this wall out one and then have another set of pistons here pushing the blocks in just to cover it up. But that might be a later project. It doesn't matter too much. In reality, I probably won't be coming in here too often, except to view our dragon egg, which is going to be going in this cage right here. So if I break this, place it down, and block it up, we got our dragon egg. So I think this is pretty cool. Like, this is a nice spot to put it. You can see the end stones kind of leaking out. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I actually really like the contrast between these two colors. So I definitely think I'll be doing this again, because I like this a lot. I think the color of endstone when mixed with the brown is really nice. And yeah, by the way, how this works is it's a T flip-flop. So I press the button, it will send a pulse to this piston, which pushes the block out of the way, so this gets a 1 tick pulse, and then that causes sticky pistons to spit the block out, so it doesn't retract it. And then it covers the torch to power the thing. So if I come here, like that, and then if I press it again, it pulls the block back, and the same thing on the other side. So pretty simple. That is in the wrong spot. So that's the behind build, and that's where we're going to put the dragon egg. I think we've truly conquered the ender dragon now. So we'll close that behind us, and now the dragon egg is protected. And hello, I was hoping you wouldn't see me. Good night. But anyways, that is going to be the end of this episode. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra!